Howdy, gang. It's Chris Angel. I'm at you for another episode of Marketing for the rest of us in between meetings. I've got another meeting in 10 minutes, but I just got off a what we call office hours in groundswell terminology. And one of the things that came up with some clients was this idea of iteration versus presentation. So there is a whole bunch of agreement around how marketing is supposed to look, how we're supposed to portray ourselves, what's on brand or off brand. And so there's lots of perfectionism. We can go back to that conversation from yesterday. There's lots of expectation around what you look like. How does your hair look? Are you sweaty, not sweaty? Are you wearing a tank top or are you wearing business attire? Like we have this old school idea of what marketing is. And so we not only judge ourselves critically and harshly most of the time, we also judge others when they don't look a certain way. We're like, oh my God, how could they have done a video like that? Why do they look disheveled? Why does Chris have like crazy hair poofs and a green screen that is not being used as a green screen? Like we have all these internal dialogues. And by the way, side note, you got to be careful about how you judge, because the measure you use to judge others is the same measure you use to judge yourself. So if you judge someone else for being a way, then you also are going to judge yourself for being that way. So the more you judge, the less flexibility and freedom you have to be self-expressed and authentic. Your authenticity comes from when you can drop all of that BS and just deliver the truth without regard for whether you're sweating or what your hair looks or whether you're wearing a tank top or a business shirt. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, because that stuff isn't what sets people free. If you're in this tribe where your work is about setting people free, then stop puffing and fronting and presenting yourself so much and just come back to what is the heart of this message. This is what I call iteration. Iteration, not presentation. So when you think about your show or your episodes or posting, you posting to the world is an iteration of your truth. And tomorrow you can post again as another iteration of your truth. And the next day you can post again as another iteration of your truth. And none of it has to be done with perfect hair or, perfect pores. I don't care if you sweat or not sweat. Ultimately, what sets people free is your truth. Now, this is important because some of you are like, well, I don't have time to do my video. I don't have time to do my message. That's not entirely true. What you're sort of saying is, I don't have time to get back and fix my hair and have my meals and do my things so that I have the perfect environment to do my post. That's sort of what you're saying. You have time. You've got all sorts of time you waste in a day. You just have impossible expectations for what the environment is supposed to be like around you in order to post a video. You think that the environment is supposed to look a certain way so that you can look a certain way. Doesn't matter. Oh, but there's loud kids running around me, and there's a dog barking, and there's the neighbor doing a lawnmower, and there's all the, but none of that matters, because this isn't a presentation. You showing up to the world and sharing your message and paying forward the truths that life has given you is about you not doing that one time like a presentation. You do that all the time. And that's what makes marketing a spiritual practice. When you reach into your life for the things that life has taught you so you can pay it forward. And you just keep doing that, because the more you do it, the bigger you get. The more I share, the more I feel my power. But some of you haven't felt your power in a long time because you keep waiting for perfect conditions in all kinds of ways to post something. Stop it. Stop. Start posting. Start releasing your voice. Start exercising your voice and say something. Damn it. Do you hear that? Do you hear the passion behind that? You got to start saying something. This isn't a presentation. This is an iteration of your truth. If you'd like help for how to iterate your truth, you can go to groundswellmethod.com. We have a 6-week program designed exactly for that very thing. Groundswellmethod.com. The link is in the text of this post. Here's to you, gang. Until tomorrow, here's to you, iterating, not presenting.